welcome back to another Slumber ParTEA. So the pajamas came, obviously, and they're so cute. So many of them came. I was gonna do a haul, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna show it to y'all each and every Saturday. So this one, obviously, is popcorn. You see the pants? Yeah. I got a dump truck video. Okay, cute. They're just like miniature little popcorns. Look, we like this now, like we getting close. So at this point I'm warming up to y'all. So it is what it is. Anyways, so today, Slumber ParTEA, we gonna dive right into it and talk about how I found out that I was passed around, y'all. Let's get into it. Cause it's a whole lot. So stick with me this roller coaster because it's definitely a roller coaster. It's a whole bunch of backstories I'm gonna give you in order to like make the whole story make sense. Okay, boom. First character we gonna introduce you to is Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy got his name because he's just really good to look at. Like there's a lot of people where I meet them, and when I stare at them for a long period of time, like they just become ugly after a while. And he didn't become ugly. Like I've stared at him enough, but he hasn't been ugly. Like he hasn't turned ugly, so that's how he got the name Pretty Boy. He was pretty to look at. Then there's Barry. He even told everybody, keep in mind, he told everybody that he owns the bar. OB, he told everybody he owns OB. He don't own OB, y'all. I don't know the owner, but I've seen the owner in passing. Like, you don't own OB, you just a little worker boy. So keep that in mind. He didn't told everybody he was big shot head honcho when he really just a little water boy. He the runner boy. Exactly. Okay. Then there's Away. Away me, we go to the same university. I only seen him in passing. I went to like Black Student Association twice, and that's where I saw him. And he was just more like welcoming committee. And I don't mean to be rude when I say that, but he was just like always saying hi and bye to people. So like he just gave off like a welcoming vibe. So like I knew him in passing, but I didn't know him. I just like knew of him, but I didn't know him. And there's like other little characters throughout the story. But boom, we'll get into that. So the background story pretty much is the girl that I told y'all about last time who like saved me from that older dude. Yeah, her. So boom, I'm with her. We getting shots. Like we had one of those friendships where like I'll buy shots for the night, cover the tab. She'll buy shots for the night, cover the tab. That type ordeal. So like we getting drinks at the bar, and Pretty Boy just happens to be with his friends. Now I had turned because I was like pressed against the bar. I had turned to look at the crowd, and then boom, locked eyes with him. It wasn't an intentional eye locking moment, but like that's how we see Pretty Boy. All of this happens on Saturdays and Sundays. This is a period. It happened over a period of time, but majority of the time it's happening Saturdays or Sundays. Okay, stick with me here. Okay, boom. That's how like me and Pretty Boy first met. Now, how me and Barry first met is like they never had Duce out there. I'm a Duce girl. Who say I don't got the Duce? Hey, stop playing with it. I'm not crazy about Henny because Henny just it make me hot and make me want to strip. I'm just not a Henny drinker. I tell people it just doesn't go down smoothly, but truth be told, no, I just Henny and me like she a little freak and she ain't gonna do that to me. I would always ask for Duce because like Duce, I can keep it real classy. Like she gonna get the job done, but I'm still be like classy. Okay, exactly. So that's why I love me some Duce. Hey. If I do say so myself, or keep in mind, like I told you, I didn't really know anybody downtown. Like I was just getting familiar with the downtown scene because like I was just popping out at the time. And I would pop when I said pop out, I would pop out. Okay, exactly. So I had went to Away because like that's the only person I really knew there. So I had went to Away and I was like, hey, who do I talk to about one, the music, and two, get some Duce in here. He was like, you gotta talk to Barry. He pointed to Barry. I went to talk to Barry. So I asked Barry, I'm like, hey, I told him about the DJs and the Duce. He said he would work on the Duce part, but the whole DJ part, he can't really do nothing about it because like the owner, that's his friend. They got like the DJ and the owner got some like relation going on. Not a relation, but they just like friends. Like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Like he just happened to be a DJ. So you could play at my spot type stuff because we friends, that type of deal where you just like, yeah, business is business, take stuff. So one time I had came back from my birthday trip. Now when I had came back from my birthday trip, I had went downtown. Now when I was downtown, I had seen Pretty Boy downtown because like I knew he wasn't from there. Like I tell y'all, like I could tell who's from there, who's not from there. I don't do a lot of talking, but like I'm very observant. So like I just be peeping stuff and I just keep to myself and just okay. I'm downtown that night and Pretty Boy just happens to be downtown. Like this is the second time I've seen him throughout this whole time. Like so far, like this is like the second time I've seen him. Before a bar got renovated, we talking about Old Broadway, OB. Before OB got renovated, there they had like a seating area by the dance floor. So I would always sit at the seating area facing the dance floor each and every time because like it's just something about being fucked up and watching other people be fucked up. Like you just people watching, I love people watching. That night I'm sitting watching them at the dance floor because I came back for my birthday. Barry had walked up to me, right? Barry walked up to me. He was just like, "Where were you at?" I had played because I guess he had DJed the Saturday prior, but that Saturday I was in Chicago, so I'm like, "Oh my bad, I wasn't in town." And he was just like, "Oh yeah, I DJed." Okay, my bad. Like I told him, I was like, "Oh my bad," like, but you ain't tell me that you was DJing. So like, so apparently he really has a place jumping. So he says, right? Okay, cool, bit, whatever. So I was like, my bad. Next time, definitely let me know type stuff, you know, because I'm trying to hear the type of music you playing. Because apparently he said he really put it down when it comes to music. Okay. I'll be into it. Oh, that same night, I had seen Barry talk to Pretty Boy. So at this point, I'm already thinking like, oh, Barry and Pretty Boy, they friends. But I don't really know Barry like that. But I only seen Pretty Boy in passing. Like since that day, Pretty Boy has been saying hi. Like we're pretty much cordial. We don't really got nothing going on. Like he would see me, he would see. It was like I ain't trying to make him seem like no lame because he wasn't on no lame stuff. Like it was just more so like he would see me and if we would lock eyes or pass each other, always be the one to initiate the hi. It was just like hi, we keep pushing. Like we never like really sat and intertwined and mingled with each other. I come up and I like go to the bar, right? I go to the bar, I'm getting my drink. I happened to see him before he could see me. So I take it upon myself after I take my shot to go over there and say hi to him. Y'all, I should have never did that because unbeknownst to me, this was going to start up a whole little problem. Y'all, as soon as I say hi to him, keep in mind, he's sitting down in the chair. I'm standing up because like I had just walked over to him. So it was like, hey, how are you? Just normal conversation. No, none of that. I'm not touching on him. No, nothing. Next thing you know, some girl walks up. Yeah, another bitch, really? And she's yelling, like, first off, Miss Ma'am, you just called me out my name. Second off, I didn't have my vegetables. Keep in mind, I keep a broccoli with me. I didn't have my vegetables, and I'm several shots in. So this given very much, this could escalate, and I don't even want that because I just dodged a bullet as it pertains to a case. So for me to be trying to put hands on anybody out here, I'm really not trying to do that. Like I keep telling y'all, like I'm tunnel visioned in. Our goal is graduate. I don't care about nothing. Anything could be going on around me. I don't even care about it. Graduating is our goal. So he's getting yelled at by this girl and yeah, but I think I just walked away because oopsies, I didn't look. I didn't even know that was gonna go down like that. My bad, sir. So at some point, like keep in mind, I don't really know Barry like that. It's just like at this point, it's just been like hey bye in conversation simply because our first interaction was me like mentioning, hey, can you the drinks and the music. That was my interaction with him. And then he talked about he DJing. Other than that, it's not really like we don't really talk. I don't really know everybody like that. Okay, bet. So then he takes it upon himself one day. I'm wearing these fur busted ass boots. I'm wearing those boots the first night because that's the first night I got them. Buddy over here rubbing on my boots. I don't know him like that. So I'm thinking that's strange. Y'all, the girl I'm hanging with, she's like, oh, that's strange. Yeah, and I only share that because you're gonna find out Buddy kind of strange. Yeah, we don't get into how strange he gets. So I brush that off because I'm not thinking anything of it. Now away, like keep in mind away is just more of like hi bye conversations, like, oh hey, how are you? He put me on to like a Chuck Norris. I never had one of those. He introduced me to it and then like it just was my thing. But he like they didn't make it, he would make it on some like he would go in the back, make it, and come back with it type stuff. Okay, because they had little shot glasses. He would walk around with shot glasses. So I would always request it because it was a good drink. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hooked on it for a little minute. So one day I'm getting a Chuck Norris from him, and he takes it upon himself, and he's just like, "Oh, that's your man? I'm who?" And he's just like, he points over there to Barry. Barry's talking to Pretty Boy again. At this point, Pretty Boy and Barry like, how far back do y'all go? Like, what type of friendship y'all got? But that's none of my business because like at this point, me and Pretty Boy, we don't got nothing going on. Keep in mind, the last time I seen Buddy, he was getting yelled at by some shorty, and I walked away because I didn't want to be a part of it. So he says, "That's your man." I'm no, could never, like, because I'm not interested in a baby. Like, I try to say it respectfully, but deep down inside, like, no, I'm kind of like, No, I'm not interested in pet. So somewhere down the line, one night I'm out. And keep in mind, with all of this going on, this is going on the same time as the last story time. Okay, so this is going on about the same time. The backstory I gave you between Barry and Pretty Boy happened prior to all of this going on. But for the most part, this part of the story, all of this is going on with the whole roommate story from our last story time from last Saturday. Exactly. Okay, boom. So remember, Shadow Boy, when I tell y'all this story got everybody from the past popping back up. Yeah, okay. My boyfriend, who doesn't know he's my boyfriend, who's also my client's roommate, who gets his hair, talks to me that night, right? He's talking to me. He tells me he liked my shirt. I remember the shirt that I had on because I love bleach dyed shirts. I do. But I never know I could make my own. So when I learned to make my own, I went straight to Walmart. Remember when Walmart had a graphic t-shirt for $5? Yeah, exactly. I wasn't trying to spend too much on graphic t-shirt because I was experimenting for the first time. So I had made the tie-dye shirt using the Purple Rain. Yeah, the Purple Rain t-shirt. I had bleach dyed it. It was super cute. So he had said he liked it. I appreciate the compliment because my boyfriend's telling me he liked it, but he didn't know this is a DIY type stuff right here that I'm wearing. So I'm very like, okay, thank you. No. So he had said what he had said, but I'm about to leave at this point. Okay, boom. So because I never stay for too long. I'm just there to have a good time. I come late so I can leave. So I'm only there out for like an hour, hour and a half. I'm digging for my keys, looking in my bag. After my boyfriend, who didn't know he's my boyfriend, had left, Shadow had came and Shadow popped up. So Shadow come and talk about something. Oh, I lost your number. Can I get your number again? You looking really good tonight. Boom, bam, pam, this, that, and the other. Shadow, at this point, boy, no. No disrespect, with the utmost disrespect. I'd never give you the time of day again. Like, it's all about the mental. Like, you can never change somebody's mental. You can always help somebody with their pockets. You can do all of that. But when it comes to the mental, like, you're stuck in your ways. And changing somebody out their ways can be difficult. So, like, I'm more of a mental person, and then the rest follows type stuff, okay? So mentally, I'm just not into it with like Shadow at all. So hey, as soon as he leaves, y'all, why Pretty Boy pop up? Last I seen him was me saying hi to him and him getting yelled at. Well, us both getting yelled at, but more so him. So he had walked up with his one of his friends, and one of his friends like he's definitely new to the scene. Like maybe he was with him those other nights, but I don't remember, you know. But I definitely like don't remember his face on a regular day to day basis. So on a regular like me going out basis, but I'm already knowing like he's semi new or whatever. So we gonna call him D. He's with D. D starts asking me what's wrong with me, but D must be new to the scene because like if he wasn't new, he would have known like this is just my face. I have the meanest RBF face as it pertains to life. Like I really, there's nothing wrong with me. I promise y'all, I'm not sad. Like people be wanting me to be miserable so bad. Like, oh, she's just sad. Things like no, I'm not. It's just me minding my business. A lot of the times I'm thinking about other stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. My brain is always thinking about something. And I bet you, like, it's not sad stuff. So then I'm pretty ways like, oh no, nothing wrong with her. Now, me being me, I've been misunderstood majority of my life. So for him to, like, obviously he's assuming that's nothing's wrong with me at this point because he doesn't for sure know. But the fact that he got it right, D says, like, we should take shots. Right. Okay, cool. So we go over there. Pretty way by the shop. Boom, we take a shot because I tell him like I'm about to go, but I'll take a shot for bro. With them. After I take the shot with them, Pretty way asking me for my number. Like he did the whole phone exchange thing, so this obviously wasn't his first rodeo. So he saved his contact, I saved my contact, like the phone swap thing. Yeah, exactly. Boom. So after that, keep in mind at this time, me and Pretty Boy was really just entertaining each other. I say entertaining and not talking because we're gonna get into why I said that. But for the most part, while this is going on, I come to find out that I have a stalker on the loose. So the backstory about that, we're gonna toss the story inside of this story because it's a really short story, so we don't really create a whole story time about it. So somewhere down the line, not really somewhere down the line. So when I was in high school, I used to get on this app called Live.me. During my time on Live.me, I happened to occur about 24K followers. Okay. So I was just like, I was cool with everybody. I mean, I had strippers in the beam. I was like, we used to have a party on there. Like, it's just, think about TikTok Live. That's basically all it was. Like, Live.me walked so TikTok could run. Just think about the whole gift concept, all of that, just that. Yeah, Walmart one day doing my regular shopping, and Buddy was in like I was in the what's it called? I was in the candle aisle, like where they got the cleaning supplies and the fragrances. I was in that aisle, right? So I'm sniffing the air fresheners, little air freshener things to get like which scent I like. So I'm smelling the different smells because I'm not really a foodie person. I like a strong clean smell, but not like a clean linen smell. So I'm looking for the scent I like. Dude's looking at me. I see that he's looking at me in the corner of my eyes. I'm not really paying any mind to it. So then he comes a little closer, like he's getting closer. So I finally get a fragrance that I like, and I'm about to leave. Right before I'm about to leave, he's like, "I know you from somewhere," and I was like, "No, you don't." Because keep in mind, like I don't get on no dating apps. I'm not people that do, but I'm just saying I don't get on no dating apps. I don't really keep in mind at this point. I haven't really been on Instagram. I'm not really an Instagram person at this point. I've more so been on Snapchat. So if anything, you would have me as a friend on Snapchat. But I have a lot of people on Snapchat because, like, when I was on Live.me, I would tell those people that added me on there, if they asked for any of my social medias from Live.me, I would give them my Snapchat. Like, I really wasn't on Instagram. So everybody from Live.me instantly, like, as it pertains to connections, instantly transferred to Snapchat. So like Snapchat got really busy. I'm over here denying everything. I'm like, no, you don't know me from nowhere. He's like, no, you used to do something. You used to go on the internet. You used to be on the internet a lot. I'm like, no, I never did. Like at some point in mind, like it hits me. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about Live.me, but I'm not gonna say that he's talking about Live.me because there's no way. Like, yeah, I've been on it probably like my freshman, sophomore year and popping up, but I haven't really been on the app consistently. So I'm not thinking like he would know me. Boom, but he ends up, he's like, no, you used to broadcast. I just can't remember the app, but you used to broadcast. So then boom, I end up telling him like, oh, it was Live.me. I was on there for a minute. He's like, yeah, I remember you. And I was like, so you're from the area? Cause like, you must be from the area and then like just happened to bump into me. But he says, no, he's from the East Coast. I'm like, so what did you move down here for? He was just like, because you stopped getting on the app. Now, I did stop, when I stopped getting on the app, people did reach out to me and tell me to come back. And I did do a few pops in per on like requests. And I just since then have stopped. But for you to change whole state location because somebody got off the app is crazy to me. He's like, why did you get off? I'm like, cause school. Cause obviously like I got off school. I got off a lot of stuff on the internet. Like I wasn't really internet really no more because like I had school. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm paying attention. Like I told y'all, tone vision. So but he's over here like, yeah, he moved down because last I was on the app, I told them I was at NDSU, which I was, and it's not hard to find. NDSU was pretty rural. I live Fargo, North Dakota, and it's a small town, so it's a matter of time till you bump into somebody, whoever you're looking for, you know exactly. So at this point, I'm feeling really awkwarded out. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you in passing. So I don't want to necessarily think like, oh, it's because of me. I'm the reason. Like, so I try to like give myself other options, like, oh, it's because of probably work or something. Like I'm trying to like, you know, trying to make something make sense. Long story short, I would quickly find out that Buddy had me on Snapchat, and I would post before I would leave the house. I would get home and I would get like DMs talking about I saw you today. You look really nice. All those people talking to you and just like saying stuff like that. And it's just so end up, and I still do it to this day where it's like I won't post until I leave a place. And if I do post while I'm in the place, I'm with a buku load of people. So it's never that like, you know, it's like me and Pretty Boy entertaining each other. Nothing really like serious. Just like we just entertaining each other type ordeal. One time we linked up at the bar, but it wasn't like purposeful. Like linking up at the bar. This boy's playing in my palms like he a tarot reader. I mean, just rubbing all in my hand like he a full on tarot reader. You can get a handshake, a high five, but like that's it. Why I let this boy play in my palm? I don't know. When I tell y'all the cockroaches popped out the woodworks, they popped out the woodworks because boom, soon as boy done playing in my palm, y'all, he got all the thotty bodies coming to him. Like when I tell y'all they would be flocking over Pretty Boy like he was, I just didn't see what the hype was about. Like don't get me wrong, the boys might be pretty to look at, but like I really don't see what the hype about. I'm thinking like they must know something. I don't know. And I'm right next to the man. Okay, so like do remember the girl who tried to be my friend because she was trying to screw on the football players? Yeah, so she pops up. Like I mean, everybody probably you thought he was popping up left and right, and they over there walking towards him, touching on him. I'm well, like I don't really care because like that's not my man. Being like being feisty and fighting over a man that's not my man is crazy. That's crazy. I don't understand how y'all do it. Even with a title, I treat it lightly because like what did you have? It's one thing if he had a hand in it, like he was, you know, antagonizing them and he was in cahoots with them, But it's another thing, like he is laying back being him and they just keep flocking over him. Then I'm gonna have to bat somebody upside the head. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like he instigating the whole thing. So like for me to overreact and just be on some, no. Boom, he ends up standing me up because we were supposed to link up during one of the pillow talking sessions when to go to get breakfast after the bars. Like I've never, keep in mind, like I don't really go out. So like I've never at this point in life been to breakfast after being really wasted. That's on my bucket list to do. So like I let him know that's on my bucket list. He said we could do it. Okay, cool, big. Remember that night when I told, like last 3 times when I told you I was supposed to link up? Exactly. So I was supposed to link up, but he never shows up. He gives some flawed excuse talking about he was sleeping. If I wanted to link up with somebody and I was actually anticipating it, then I would be too excited to actually, that's what I'm saying. So at this point, it's just like I didn't really believe he was sleeping. Because if you was just sleeping, you just magically fell asleep at the perfect time when we supposed to link. Exactly. Okay, they're making it up. Like we went to the whole breakfast joint. He had made mention that he wanted like chicken and waffles, right? All the time he don't know, but I'm about to test him because like keep in mind we don't really know each other like that. We still fresh, okay? So he says he wants chicken and waffles. I should make some chicken and waffles. So like, so you trying to come over? But he didn't know. Like I was trying to find a way to test him because I was trying to figure out what his intentions were exactly. Because like at this point we just talking, and 1 second he like in his certified lover boy feelings, and the next second like he pushing Pete, and that's what I'm saying. Like he was off, and I don't like me being me. I just feel like I have no problem with being friends. Like we can be friends. Like you being weird about it. We can be friends, just friends. Like ain't no friends, no benefits, no none of that. Cause friends don't play in each other's hands. That's what I'm saying. Like we can be friends. We can be buddy old pals. Facts. But just don't be doing all that stuff that comes down with like relationship stuff because you blocking my back. Like you kind of blocking. And I had brought it up to him because it's just like it's a simple fact. Don't be trying to play in my hand, do all of this in public, but then it's nothing. I'm cool with it being nothing. Trust and believe that, baby. But it's a simple fact. You up here cock blocking. What you cock blocking for? We don't got nothing going on. Don't make everybody else think we got something going on. We don't got nothing going on. Like that's why I say we were just entertaining each other because I didn't know what the hell was really going on. Exactly. Okay. Like so, you trying to go back to my place? Keep in mind that we didn't really know each other like that. And he was just like, no. And he didn't know it was a test. But it was, first off, I wasn't going to invite him to my place because keep in mind, I got all this roommate stuff going on at the time. Where were you going to even, like, why would I wait? Keep my, and then two, like, I'm a stranger to you. I'm not really a stranger, but you know, like, how you still, like, we basically like strangers. You don't know enough about, like, you might know a little something about me, but you don't know enough about me to be coming to my house. Like, I can have somebody at the crib ready to tap your pockets. That's what I'm saying. Like, you a stranger. So if he would have been like, yeah, that would just been an indication to me that he just want to smash. Because let me tell you something. A random dude that you barely know coming to your house, he just want to smash, baby. And if he want to smash, that just let me know off rip the reason he acting weird because he trying to get into these coochie walls. Okay, like this what I'm saying. He trying to slide his way in there. And I'm telling y'all, if that boy would say yes, I would have got up, left, and he would have never heard from me again. I'm cold with it. Yeah. I be waiting for y'all to slip up, but then y'all, that's what I'm saying. So he checking all he's checking all boxes. I got the boxes back. Yeah. So he's checking all boxes, but at the same time, he's not checking all the boxes because like I'm testing him words to figure out where he's going with this. Where are we going with this? He's walking on chalk lines. He just don't know it yet. So he passed that test, but at the end of the day, like even though we ended up, so that day of the test was the same day we went to the breakfast place. So at this point, like Pretty Boy been cock blocking. We gonna call a spade a spade. Pretty Boy really just been cock blocking. Like nobody can have her, but I'm a juggle and have all these concubines. I'm not going for that. So at this point, I'm already knowing like I'm about to plan my escape because at this point, like no, I gotta plan my escape. So during this time being, Away decides he gonna invite me to his Sunday fun day. So I end up going because like I told you, I got all this stuff going on with the apartment people. So like I end up going just to have like a way out Like, I literally started going out more just to like relieve myself and just like as a stress reliever. And then like I just kept it on. So like I would go out Saturdays and then boom, Sundays end up going out again. Like more like trying to give myself something to enjoy, but it didn't become an enjoyable moment because like the whole Sunday fun day was weird because like it was just a whole bunch of people sitting at a table that never really liked each other. They would get drunk and laugh at each other's problems. To me, that was strange, y'all. So away was when I first came to the table, like when I first came to the whole little event, Away was friend with this girl who she's melanated, but she like her man Caucasian, but she don't like just any Caucasian. She like them yeet Caucasians. Okay, but she's not just any type of girl either. She a married man snatcher. Like she be dibbling and dabbling with all that. So it's just like keep in mind that's his best friend, right? That's his best friend, and he be like Away be pouring out everybody's business when he get drunk. Like when he get drunk, he pouring out everybody's business. So I just think that's pretty weird because like what type of person like what that's kind of strange. So then they invite Marcus, but he wasn't invited to Sunday Fun Day. He just popped up at the breakfast place, which I thought was really strange because why is Marcus he wasn't there at the bar, but y'all gonna take him to the breakfast place? Because we would go drink and then after that we would go to like a breakfast place and go eat. So it's just like, why would y'all invite Marcus? And I really feel like, to be honest, I feel like they was trying to be on some setup type stuff, but y'all don't know that his name not really Marcus. I know that. What are you talking about? So you're not really setting up nobody because boy's a whole con artist. He's not who he say he is. He's a bum. You got a bum. So boom, we sitting at this table. Some guy named Charles comes. Charles sits next to us. Charles, he kind of gives off homeless guy vibes. I don't know if he's really homeless, but like he's wearing like homeless clothes, like baggy, like like yeah, that's yeah. So Charles comes, he's sitting at our table. Charles not bothering nobody. He's sitting next to me. I'm the type of person, I don't care what you look like none of that. I'm gonna talk to whoever talks to me. So Charles is talking to me. He's not saying nothing off the wall. So we just conversing. Y'all, that wasn't sitting right with them. All of them were trying to get him kicked out the table. Why are y'all trying to get him kicked out the table? So Marcus was behind the whole little rodeo. Talking about you need to go. I told him, I said, Charles is not going nowhere. Charles leaves, I can leave. We leaving. Yeah, me and Charles gonna go because y'all mad because he not uppity with y'all, but y'all not uppity either. Like y'all whole bums out here. Marcus, your name not really like at this point, y'all, I think Marcus knew like you really treading on waters. But say something else to me and I'm dropping your dirty laundry. And it's not even on some like you told me type stuff. It's on some we found out the apartment and I found out that you're not really Marcus type stuff. So like keep playing and we really gonna have to expose these colors. And the reason I'm saying it's weird that Marcus was there is because like he was banned from OB. If he's not supposed to be in OB, how he get acquainted with all the OB people? Like all the people that was at Sunday Fun Day was all the people that worked there except one girl. And we gonna get into her. So it was me and one other girl that don't work there who used to go there to their Sunday Fun Day. So it was just like all the people from them. So it was like y'all. Anyway, so it's Charles not going nowhere. Charles is just an older dude. Like he wasn't bothering nobody. Then he got into it with this one little girl because like she was trying to get him to leave, and Charles called her fat. He was just like, "You're you gluttonous slut." He was Charles have quick comebacks. I mean, off the rip on yeah, boy. Charles, tell him about himself. So we ended up like transferring places because that bar that was doing it on Sundays, I guess Away got into it with the people there, and like we ended up transferring to another bar. So like Sunday, Monday keeps going on, but keep in mind I don't go every Sunday because I'm still in and out the state. I'm traveling or I'm going back home to my mom because keep in mind she got injured. So it's like I'm driving back and forth there or I'm like on a trip. So I'm really not at one like they Sunday fun days every single day. So they end up transferring to the new place, right? I just happened to come to the new place that one Sunday. And when I met up with them, they start like, hey, niggas here. Keep in mind, like, I only know 3 people that were there at that table that Sunday. Everybody else riling up, excited that I'm here. It's crazy to me because I don't know y'all. The fact that y'all putting on this facade and this, it just is not making sense to me. Like, I'm really quiet. I keep to myself. That's just the type of person I am. So, like, for y'all to be putting on all this noise for me entering the building is crazy to me, which I thought was really off. Now, keep in mind, it was this girl. We're going to call her Kat. Kat was there. Kat was really cool. I really rocked her. She was a short black lady. Kat and me, she was a whole vibe. Kat was a whole vibe. So, Cat's there. Cat ended up leaving, right? Now, keep in mind, at this point, Away's telling everybody we best friends. No, we're not. With utmost disrespect, we're not best friends. That's not how it works. That girl was just your best friend. And now she's not your best friend no more. Why would I be your best friend? I barely know you, and you barely have anything in common. We don't talk, none of that. So, like, for you to be trying to technically be best friends doesn't make sense to me. So, like, I just wasn't going with the whole narrative we best friends. No, I just never claimed him. He claimed me as his best friend. I never claimed him because, like, I don't really. That title isn't something that you just give out just for free. Like, we haven't been through nothing for me to be like, you my best friend, you know? Keep in mind, like, a while back, Away invited me to do one of his little podcasts with him. He tried to make me a co-host, but, like, keep in mind, before he told me to come to his little podcast, I wasn't a co-host. He just asked me to come on as a guest. He told me when I get there, he gonna give me the questions. Like, I know how interviews work out. Like, he gonna give me the list of questions. He gonna be asking this, that, and the other. This is what we gonna be going over on the what's it called, recording this, that, and the other. As soon as the camera gets rolling, Buddy starts telling people I'm a co-host. No, I'm not. This is your show. I ain't no co-host. No, none of that. So then he tries to make me seem like I'm passed around on his little show. Talk about so you and the football players, you haven't got with none of them? No, I haven't got with none of them. Like, why is that strange to you? Nothing should be strange about it. I'm not passed around. I think that's like, I don't knock people that do it, but that's just not my forte. Thank you, but no, thank you. So then I made mention to that because he didn't let that slide. I guess it wasn't sitting right with him. So that next Sunday he comes up and he gonna tell everybody, talk about he just started talking about like sexual activities, right? So I'm not saying much because I'm not really knowing, like, so because I really don't be knowing. So I really just like, okay, cool. While they talking, I can't talk in this conversation because I don't know nothing about what y'all really talking about. So he talked about how do you feel about the name? I told him, I said, I can't relate to the conversation because I wouldn't know anything about it. He talked about, that's crazy because like he was trying to expose me or something. Keep in mind, he had just pulled the stuff that he played at his podcast. Keep in mind, Buddy was 2 hours late. Not even 2, Buddy was 3 hours late to his own podcast. Boy, I would never give you my time a day again. One thing I don't play about is my time. Being 3 hours late and then your excuse is, oh, you know how us black people are. No, I don't know. Because one thing I don't play about is my time. Talk about oh, that's crazy that you say that because that's not what this dude told me. I'm what this dude tell you. He talk about, well, there's this one dude, he said he smashed. Who's dude? Because at the end of the day, keep in mind, I got all this stuff going on, plus other stuff, but I just like, it didn't fit for story time. But like, I got this stuff that I told y'all on the story time going on, plus other stuff. And I had just got into like a blizzard. So I was driving back home. I didn't know because I had checked the weather, but the weather didn't say it was going to be a severe blizzard. But that's because it was from Minnesota. Minnesota was going to have a severe blizzard. North Dakota, however, was. So boom, as soon as I entered North Dakota's territory, I'm hit with the storm. I mean, you can't see nothing. Like my gas tank, my gas tank usually $20 fills my tank. After the recession, I mean, like 30 fills it now, but it's just like, for the most part, 20. That's why I got the car. That's why I call it my college car, because 20 fills my tank and it gets me to North Dakota and I still have like this much gas left. So like, that's what I'm saying, good on gas. So if 20 fill my tank, I'm at half tank. Next thing you know, y'all, boom, my tank drops and I'm not even to my destination all the way. So I end up like going to find the nearest gas station. Y'all, long story short, I got stuck in the blizzard, cart and hit a pole because the roads were so bad. I'm in a no man's land. Like, keep in mind, I'm not in Fargo. I'm like on the outskirts of Fargo. Y'all, I'm on the phone with 911 spazzing out. When I say spazzing out, I am spazzing out because like, I don't know where I am. Fargo's like the only safe grounds for me because like, yeah, outside of Fargo, I don't know these people. So I'm on the phone with 911 freaking out. Find somebody and come get me. Find my location immediately on, type stuff. Y'all, the lady over here, anyway, they got dispatched, everything. So my car is in the shop. Okay, long story short, my car gets towed. My car is in the shop. While my car is in the shop, it actually was really bad. I'm just like watering it down, but I was really in a bad blizzard. Like, I ended up having to sleep in the car, everything. So The blizzard itself was really bad, but I try to like be positive about it, whatever. Y'all, I thought they almost lost my car, and I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna be so excited if they happened to lose my car because that would have been the best insurance claim ever. Y'all lost my car. My insurance is supposed to pay for this, and y'all lost my car. Wow, go ahead and give me a new car. Like, I thought it was a lesson. Long story short, they ended up finding my car. So it's just like all of this going on in my life. I'm heavy on my respect. So for somebody to be putting a body on me or like claiming me as one of their bodies, it's crazy to me. So I just know like all of this is going on. I can simply easily pour all my business out and be like, this happened in my life. So there's no way in hell Buddy and me got together, but I don't really care nothing about it because I don't have to explain nothing to these folks. At the end of the day, there is no high-end man that's gonna lie on his body. It has to be a dusted ass little, I mean, excuse my language, it has to be a dusted, grimy little boy. I'm telling you, bum of the bums, bottom of the barrel. That's the only people that's gonna sit there. And the only reason that I feel like he would lie about it is because keep in mind I'm hanging around this man. This man is pretty passed around. Like the girl I used to hang out with, she was pretty passed around. So he probably thought, oh, I'm, you know, on some birds of a feather flock together. I can pin a body on her because she hang out with her and she passed around. But I just so happen not to be passed around. Like I just be cool with everybody type stuff. So I tell him, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'm telling you right now, that don't make no sense. Like you to have Buddy ask you what my name was. Because he told everybody like, oh, Buddy came up to me, he asked me what your name was. And then when I told him your name, he said he smashed. I said, so, but if he smashed, why would he ask you what my name was? That makes no sense. Like, it's not like, and I'm not the type of person to give people faulty names. Everybody got the same name. So why would he be trying to figure out who I am and ask you about me if he already smashed? If he already smashed, he would know about me or enough about me. Exactly. And like at this point, keep in mind, I got my itinerary, my flight details, all of this. So like, what time did Buddy, like, I could easily been like, what time did Buddy say he smashed? Because like, just make sure the dots add up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even really tripping because at the end of the day, this is an open and shut case. Like, come on now. You put in a body and you don't even know like what type of girl you really dealing with. I really just be busy. I'm on my grown and sexy, so avoid that never. So at this point, Sunday Monday starts getting weird. So like I'm already knowing because they try to make me a topic of the discussion of today's Sunday Funday. So then they talk about something. Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you, dude. You swear you don't know him? He's from Atlanta. I don't know, dude. So Atlanta, y'all gotta hold that ill because y'all got bums over there that claim bodies they ain't never even had for real. So I tell them, I'm like, okay, cool, Will. At the end of the day, like I'm gonna be there Saturday. Like I will make time in my schedule to pop out Saturday, so you can introduce me to Buddy type stuff, right? Boom, Saturday rolls up. I'm like I told you, I heavy on my respect. I don't play about my respect, so I'm already knowing like I'm busting a glass up to do with head. Like as soon as I see Buddy, you about to see another side of me. Like, and I gotta go grab a glass. I don't want no plastic cups. I want a glass, whatever drink I have, put it in a glass, please, because my intentions are so busted upside his head. You telling me I passed up all these big ballers to get with a bum? Stop playing with me. I done had the best of the best, and I done turned them down. And you think I'm just gonna get with this anybody? Stop playing with your girl. So Saturday rolls up, y'all. They walked past me this day, the next Sunday rose up. They, oh, but you ain't never said nothing to the dude. I said, okay, but if because I usually come there, because keep in mind, I don't go out too long. Look like I don't be trying. I just be out to show my outfit because I like to pop out every now and then. But I'm not really big on like going out. Exactly. So I usually get downtown around 11 or 11:30. So I told him, I said, if I get downtown around 11:30, and y'all know dude and I don't know dude, wouldn't it be your job to show me dude since y'all said y'all know dude? Nobody walked up to me to show me dude. So what are y'all talking about? If nobody walked up to me to show me dude, then how am I supposed to know who to walk up to? They, oh yeah, no, that makes sense though. Yeah, no, Buddy had already left by the time you came. Okay, so if he already left and you know he comes at a certain time, why wouldn't you be like, Nay, come at this time? Like at this point, I'm side-eyeing them. So apparently this is where when I find out Barry didn't like me. So Barry comes up and he at this point, Barry, y'all, when I tell y'all, like I say he's strange because like Barry gets drunk and he don't know how to handle his liquor. Like he got drunk one time and he's just like, I'm about to make all these girls that didn't like me, that turned me down, all these girls, I'm about to make them pissed. Like just bitter, just saying stuff like that. Like you worried about girls from the past, you unhealed. That's bad. Like you bad for business. Like boy, stop playing. Come to find out, him And we're gonna call her Lindsay. Him and Lindsay date. Lindsay is this little white girl that goes there, but like, yeah, so like they apparently have a thing, and I kind of suspected it because one Monday, Lindsay had made a joke and it didn't sit right with Mary, y'all, and Mary told her, "You're on timeout." Girl, blink twice if you need help. Like, don't tell me my mouth was dropped. Ain't no way he told this grown woman she on time out. Ain't no way. And so she was apologizing to him. She was trying to apologize to him. He did not say you were on timeout. Ain't no way. Y'all, let me tell you something. To the white girls that date black men. Is that what they doing to y'all? Ain't no way. Stop playing with it. You better put that man in his place, because he would have never told that girl. Would never. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Barry gives, I was never accepted in my state, so I moved to another state to create a fake identity of somebody I would like to be, but never was in my state. That's what he gives. And the reason I say that's what he gives is because he tried to tell them he was from the hood, like, he grew up rough, this, that, and the other. So I let him know, like, no, I was just in Texas. Like, that area wasn't too bad. He was like, it's probably not too bad now, but like, like, and I was like, I mean, if you say so. Like, so keep in mind, like, I've been trying to figure out like what's going on. I knew Barry wasn't really like, he wasn't one of those. And then to top it off, like one instance, he told me he the head honcho. Like, he told me he was the El Chapo of North Dakota. Like, he really be pushing products for real. Why would you tell me you was the El Chapo? Keep in mind, this is the beginning stage of getting to know him. Why would you tell some rando that you don't know that you the El Chapo of North Dakota? I could be working for the feds. I mean, I'm not, but like the possibility is there. That's what I'm saying. Like, people be like, "Oh, you overthink too much." I don't think y'all think hard enough. Why would you be telling some random girl that you will chop up? That don't make no sense to me. And like, I've met a lot of. Keep in mind, like, the El Chapos of the world like the girl. I don't know what it is. So it's just like I've met a lot of El Chapos in my lifetime, and the El Chapos don't say they El Chapos. Like, you can just end up finding out that they El Chapos, or like you'll learn later on down the line after knowing them for a long periodical time that they El Chapos. They don't come off the roof telling randoms that they don't know I'm an El Chapo. That's what I'm saying. Like, he gives. I was never accepted in my state. I was bullied in my state. So now I'm gonna come to a new state and create a new identity for myself. I done seen a lot of those in Minnesota. So I know a thing or two. Okay. like I'm telling you, I've been around real big ballers, shot callers. That's like that's why I just don't be questioning people. Like, I know how real ones move. I don't call nobody out on their BS. You do you, friend. You do you. Okay. Exactly. He tells me the instance. Remember when I told y'all I had walked up to him and asked him about the Duce and the DJ situation? He said he didn't like the way I approached him. And since then he's had a problem with me. That's what I'm saying. Like, but he had a problem with me this whole time. I didn't know he had a problem with me, which made no sense because remember when I told y'all he had walked up to me that like around the time of my birthday coming up, talk about some, oh, I DJ'd. Why would you tell me that you DJ'd if you had a problem with me? You wouldn't be talking to me. Why would you touch on my boots? Like, you're strange, buddy. You're strange. So at this point, I might just be straightforward, but I'm never one of those people that just come off disrespectful. I never walk up to be disrespectful to nobody. So like, me being me, knowing me, I didn't say it any type of way that would have made you feel offended. It's the simple fact that you just like to have like this God complex. Like, you want to be the breadwinner, a manly man so bad. It's just something about a girl walking up to you on her own stuff. Like, this is this. That just don't sit right with you. Like, you just feel like this is a man world and a girl should never. And I can tell just by the way you be talking to Leslie, Lindy, whatever I called her. And the thing is, I just thought it was weird because it's just like, why does nobody know that y'all really dating? But y'all dating. Why is she undercover? And then like Away made cause Away be getting drunk and he be spilling everybody tea. Like, he even said Kat didn't pay him back. Like he was like, oh, this girl named Kat didn't pay him back. She ran off. Had a huge tab on, created a huge tab for him, never paid him back. Like, Away is off too. He's really off. And then to top it off, like, when people don't come to his Sunday fun days, he be pissed off. Like, he tried to put me in my place one time, like, oh, they think she too good for anybody because she don't be coming to Sunday Mondays. I had to quickly check Buddy. I told him, I said, okay, and I do pop up when I have time. Like, sir, I have school and a whole bunch of stuff going on, but that's none of your business. Like, you want to be best friends so you can know my business. Like, Buddy's so weird. Like, one time I was at the bars, right? He walked up to me. This is before, like, I started going to Sunday Funday. But right around the time, me and Pretty Boy, like, started, like, entertaining each other. He walked up to me. He was just like, oh, you live in Brooklyn Park and you ran track. Just walked up to me, said just that. And yeah, like, y'all see my face now. That's what I was thinking inside. But like I said, chess, not checkers. So I'm over here playing dumb. I'm over here acting surprised. Like, oh my goodness, how did you? I dead ass told him. I said, oh my goodness, how did you know that? Acting surprised, but in my head I'm thinking like, oh, you weird. You doing background checks. Like I hate to like do a background check on you and dig through your dirty laundry. I hope you don't got no secrets to hide. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like at this stuff, the dots are connecting. Everything's adding up. It's getting really weird. I kind of don't want to be part of it. Right there and then that Sunday, we made amends to everything. Like, we did it, everything. Okay, cool, bet. Like, I didn't know you got a problem with me. Apparently, you did. But now we cordial and we cool type stuff. So then Saturday rolls up. Pretty Boy, he's been walking on. Like, he's been hanging by a thread. Like I told you, I've been figuring out how to leave because, like, we just been... I don't think we was talking at this moment. I really don't know where we stood at this moment. All I know is this night was really strange because boom, I'm on Snapchat because Leslie, Linda, whatever I called the girl, she texted me talking about she coming to the bars and she trying to slide through. Keep in mind, you like, why is she telling you? Because Barry be kicking her out the bar, bro. Like, he be telling her, like, you got to leave, like, on some really controlling stuff. Like, that's what I'm saying. Buddy is strange. And you wouldn't see the strange behavior unless you really, like, know what's going on. You probably think, like, oh, she drunk. No, he's not kicking her out because she drunk. He's kicking her out because he don't want to give her a title, no nothing, but doesn't want her to talk to other dudes and then get jealous and want to kick her out. I'm okay with it. Like, I don't really care, like, girl, slide through, like, it is what it is type stuff. Okay, boom. So she slides through, right? And she's sitting at my table. Now, keep in mind, I'm sitting at this table with this girl named Amber. Amber's pretty cool people. How I met Amber was one night, like, I was chilling, vibing, felt somebody playing with my butt, turned around, it was Amber. She was drunk. And she was playing with my butt. She was like, oh, you kind of thick. And that's how me and Amber became cool. So when I see Amber, like, I sit with Amber. So I'm sitting at Amber's table. Linda, whatever, she ended up linking. But then she was just like, before that happened, I'm at the bar getting something to drink. Some dude walks up to me. He's trying to talk. And he was just like, blase. I don't remember his name. We gonna call him Houston though. So Houston come up. He's trying to talk, but then it's really off because, like, you from Houston, I'm supposed to believe you don't know Pretty Boy. That's oddly weird. Then to top it off, I look up. Why is Pretty Boy in the shadows? Usually he dressed up to par. He's dressed really subtle, like, he's dressed kind of regular, not his typical look. And he's in the shadows. What are you creeping about? I see you. Like, what the hell? So I'm over here like, I'm knowing something's going on, but I can't put my finger on it quite yet. What's going on? I'm knowing something's going on. I'm not feeling right about it, but I can't put my finger on it. So I tell Buddy, I'm good. So he see me texting on Snapchat. He said, talk about, oh, that's where all your hoes at. I'm not going to answer that because, like, I'm talking to Linda, whatever I called the girl. I'm texting her, telling her, like, slide through. So, like, wait, I'm not really paying attention to him. So I go sit with Amber and them, right? Linda's talking to Amber and them. She said something like, oh, she's pretty or something like that. She liked her earring. She made a compliment, but she told me. So I told her, I was like, tell her. Because, like, tell Amber. Don't tell me. You complimented her, not me. So why are you telling me? So she had made her compliment, and then she had made the awkward statement. She was just like, I love being in your shadow. You know, so, like, she makes the weird remark. I didn't like it whatsoever because, like, in my shadows, what are you talking about? So, like, keep in mind, I'm sitting next to Barry's girlfriend. Barry walks up to me. He tries to shake my hand. I had just found out Sunday prior, he had a problem with me. So I'm thinking, like, oh, we making amends. Plus, I'm next to his girlfriend. So I'm thinking it's one of those, like, you shake my hand, I shake my girlfriend's hand, like, okay, cool, like, how are you ordeal? I shake his hand. Soon as I shake his hand, some bodyguard built dude, I'm telling you, built like a bodyguard. He yells, don't shake his hand. Whoa, wait. I'm looking at dude. I turned to look at where Pretty Boy was because he was in the far corner. Pretty Boy done disappeared on some Casper Friendly Ghost type stuff. I turned back to look at the bodyguard dude, like, he's gone. What the hell? So then I'm looking at Barry smiling, which is weird. So what the hell? Like, I knew something was off, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And the fact, and then to top it off, he didn't even acknowledge Lindsay, Linda, whatever the fuck we gonna call it. Why would you not acknowledge your girlfriend? That's strange. The girl that's our server, who's not our server that night, she's sitting with us and she's talking to Barry, right? So while she's talking to him, he's over here talking about, yeah, that's my girl. I'm trying to figure out like what in the world is going on. Cause keep in mind, I be zooted when I'm with them, but it's cause I'm one of those people. If I'm zooted, it's cause like I did everything I needed to do. I'm basically celebrating what, accomplishing everything that I needed to accomplish. It's first is always business. We always gonna handle business first and then celebrate later. That's type stuff. Like I told you, I be playing dumb, so like I just don't be paying attention when they call my name. Like I just be like zoned out, just vibing, nodding to the music, like in my own world. Just because like I'm more so here to exit all the drama at home, but they don't know that. So like I'm over here. I'm at this point. I done cut ties with Pretty Boy. We're not really talking. Barry takes it upon himself because I'm still confused about the night prior, but like it is what it is type ordeal. Barry's telling our waiter, who's not our waiter, I'm his girl. Like my face will always say it before I say it. My face looking like, what the fuck? Ain't no way this bro just said it. Like, why would he just say that? But keep in mind, they always be thinking like I'm slow. So like one time Away makes the remark because they was like, "Oh, you good, name?" He talk about some, yeah, she gone, but you know, she be mixing her stuff like she laces it. Lace it. One thing I don't play about is drug accusations. Play about a lot of things. But don't never accuse me of no nothing because y'all, let's roll the tape because y'all the same people that be snorting them lines. I ain't got no problem with nobody doing no, sprinkle dust. The pixie, I don't look. Talk about. Y'all so dumb. Y'all think I'm so gone that I don't know what's going on. I'm very aware of what's going on. I just don't talk because there's nothing to talk about. Y'all want me to talk for what? Y'all forgot y'all introduced me to y'all dealer and he tried to sell me some white girl and I told him, I said, I don't get down like that. What are y'all talking about? Y'all dumb as hell. So for you to be even like accuse me of being lazy, you dead wrong. You dead wrong. You dead wrong. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like it's getting really weird. At this point, I'm already knowing like it's a wrap. I'm not coming back. Plus to top it off, like I'm trying to fast forward because there's been a lot of stuff that transpired. But like, plus the simple fact is like some dude, like random people would pop up. Some dude was trying to take a picture of me. He like came. Nae was like, "Oh no, Nae, I came late because I always come late. Because I do my homework before I go. So like, I had came late one time and like the dude, there's this random dude that was sitting next to me because they had saved me a spot, but like a dude was sitting right next to me. I didn't know dude. Lindsay, Linda, whatever we called her, she said that was her friend. Why the hell dude pull out his camera out of nowhere try to take a picture of me? You're weird. After that situation happened, I quickly left because what type of weird shit is going on? Like y'all been acting weird, but this is weird. So like this right now is the straw that broke the camel back because I'm already knowing these people weird. First off, all of y'all weird because y'all sitting around the table, y'all don't even like each other. Y'all just kumbaya for the funs and giggles of it. That makes no sense. Second of all, y'all really only invited me after me and Pretty Boy started our little whatever was going on. Pretty Boy is friends with Barry. I don't know how Pretty Boy attached, like if he in cahoots with this. I don't know how exactly in cahoots with this, but I'm knowing he's guilty by affiliation. Pretty Boy is guilty by affiliation. Like I don't know exactly how he's tied to this, but he's tied to this just by being affiliates of Barry. Telling the waitress girl talk about some, I'm his girl. That took me for a loop. I'm your girl. Boy, stop playing with me. Wait. You the same little boy that got pissy because he got mad because like they told me he was in his 30s. Why would you you're so weird. I would never give you the time of day. You mad because I found out that you in your 30s, but I was never interested in you off real. Like never that. Oh, I forgot the instance. So boom. So one night The same night, let me backtrack. I'm so sorry because I was about to wrap up the story, but then I remember like the whole little like it's kind of big, but it's not really big. So the night that Pretty Boy went to breakfast with me, I had lost my phone that night. So I had went to the bar to go get something to drink. When I had went to the bar, I had left my phone there. On the way back, on my way back to my seat, I realized that I didn't have my phone. So I turned back around to go to the bar to get my phone. My phone wasn't there. The girl that I wrote the check to, not check, but I signed the receipt for, she said she ain't seen my phone. So on my way walking back, I had seen Barry. I said, "Can I use your phone to call my phone? I just lost my phone." I used his phone to call my phone. My phone goes straight to voicemail, which makes no sense because like my phone's fully charged. I just had it. It has been less than 5 minutes since I lost my phone. So for it to be dead and turned off already, I'm already knowing. So I'm pissed off. So I call my phone again using his phone. Other than that, like this would be the only instance where Buddy has my number. Okay, exactly. So, and I mentioned this because weird stuff happened after this. So, boom, after all this goes on, I called it 2 times. He talking about, yeah, they probably stole your shit. I'm pissed off. I let him know we gonna have to shut the doors because ain't nobody coming in and out of this bitch until I get my phone. I'm for real because now it's about to get really serious. So I go back to my table because like at this point I'm really praying. I'm dead at like in my head praying. I'm talking to the Lord. Like, Lord, it's me again. I don't ask you for much, but look, come through with the come through for this one time for the one time. Okay. Like I'm praying to the Lord mainly because the problem isn't getting a new phone, it's how I'm going to get a new phone. Because at that time, that was my weekend to work. I was set to work at 9:30 that morning. 8 a.m. 9:30 a.m. I was supposed to be clocked in at US Bank on Sunday. If I'm supposed to be clocked in, at what time am I gonna get my phone? Stupid North Dakota don't have an Apple store. The closest one is in Minnesota, so I gotta catch the drive all the way back. Okay, cool. So it's just like, what in the world? So at this point, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to even get a phone. And keep in mind, my mom is in Africa. There's no way I can be like, oh, can you ship me your phone? No, girl's not even in the country, and I don't even know her out of country, out of like the out of country number by heart. So it's just like at this point, I am stranded. Like I can go get a new phone, but then I had picked up hours. Like I told you, I'd be working 90 plus hours at US Bank. So it's just like I had picked up a shift. Do I want to let this bread slide and go get a phone? Like I'm really trying to like think it through. Pretty Boy comes up, he sees that there's something wrong with me. He's like, oh, what's wrong type stuff. I tell him I lose my phone. Soon as I say that, boy, Connor comes. Connor, he's the angel that I didn't know I needed. Okay. Connor comes and he gives me my phone. And he's like, how did Connor know about your phone? Because as Barry was leaving, because remember I had used my phone to call Barry, I had bumped into Connor. So I had told Connor, I said, Connor, can you help me with my phone, bro? Somebody had took it. Connor was one of the people that worked there. So like Connor was like, let me see what I can do. So while Connor was doing what he was going to do, I was over there sitting at the table praying to the Lord. So I'm praying for a miracle to happen, right? I need a miracle to happen. So like that's when Connor brings the phone, like, oh, I found your phone, but to verify it's your phone, can you put your password in? Boom, I put my password in. Bam, 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 right? That night I went home and it was so weird because like I don't pin messages at all. Okay. The only 2 messages that are pinned are my mom's and my stepdad's. So I was on my phone, realized Pretty Boy's contact and our like messages were pinned to the top. Why would it be pinned to the top? Somebody had my phone pinned messages to the top, which was really strange. But it's like, that's what I'm saying, strange stuff. Because like I want y'all to know how strange this story is. Like there's so many strange events that are going on. Exactly. So anyways, Barry tells her like we a thing. So I look on some like what in the world, like because my face says it all. Y'all, right when I'm about to say something, away gonna talk about some, oh, she didn't know he only did white girls. No, buddy, I knew that. Like I've been put 1 and 2 together on that one. Like that's not what the fucking about. Like we not a thing. That's what I'm side eyeing. What are you talking about? It's never that. I don't care that he date only Caucasians. I don't care. I never wanted Buddy. Never interested in him. Just the fact that he's sitting here lying in front of my face. Like we was never a thing. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like the only instance for him even ever having my number is me losing my phone that day. So if I lost my phone that day and me and you don't talk, so where would you ever get the notion that we were a thing? That's what I'm saying. So that was weird. I'm already knowing this is my last time going to the Sunday Funday. There's some weird stuff going on. I can't put my finger on it, but it's a wrap for this whole Sunday Funday. I'm done with it, right? So y'all, that didn't sit right with Away. Away starts blowing up my phone, talking about, hey, do you want to hang out? Because I stopped coming to Sunday Funday. Like, just checking in on you. You never checked in on me. What are you randomly checking in on me for? I'm just checking in on you. Hey, how are you doing, bestie? Like, back to back to back, text is coming. And you would think, oh, just one day, that's nothing. Okay, cool, yeah. It wasn't just one day. Buddy was blowing my phone. Like, when I say back to back to back texts, like, Buddy was texting me back to back to back to back. That's weird. Why are you texting me back to back to back to back? We never had that type. Like, I've never hung out with you. The only time we linked up outside of Sunday Funday was the simple fact of you asking me to come to your podcast, and since then I have yet to be back. So why are you sitting here blowing up my phone like we locked in like this? We not locked in like this, and that's facts. Like, go get your other bestie, like your for real bestie that you be on weird stuff, gossip about people with. I don't be on that with you. So what are you talking about? Come on now, let's keep it really cute. So at this point, he blowing on my phone. I go downtown to the bars, right? Cause like I let all this slide. So I go downtown to the bars. I haven't been there in a minute. I go downtown to the bars. The bouncers keep mine. The bouncers know me. One of the bouncers tells me like he can't let me get in. I'm why. He's like, Barry don't want me to let you get in. I have to ID you. I just thought it was strange for him to magically want to see my ID. Like, what do you need to see my ID for? Like, y'all know me. I've been here before. Like, what are you talking about? I'm a regular at this point. So, no, you can't see my ID. And he was like, no, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to get in trouble. I said, you really going to have to take it up with him? But I'm not going to let you see my ID. I'm so sorry. Like, I just thought it was strange and I wasn't letting up. Something just let me know, like, I knew some strange stuff was going on. I just couldn't put my finger on it, bro. Like, I just knew weird stuff was going on. I just couldn't put my finger on it. No, nothing. But I knew all these people in cahoots together. So I ain't messing with none of them. Exactly. So all this goes on. Barry being really weird. Like, I'm not like Leslie. He can't kick me out the club. No, none of that. He can't do none of that. Because I'm very, like, I handle myself. I keep seated, this, that, and the other. Y'all, time goes on. Fast forward. One night he comes up, he walks up to me. Keep in mind, he hasn't talked to me since that little awkward, like him claiming he was my boyfriend type stuff. Like, no, none of that. What are you talking about? No, sir, Reed. So at this point, like, I never talked to Buddy to begin with. Now there's no reason for us to talk. Plus, I haven't been to y'all stupid Sunday Funday thing, and now all these people popping up talking about, you need to go back to Sunday Funday, blah blah blah. No, I'm cool off it. No, like, I could have simply told him, like, no, Away is blowing up my phone, this, that, and the other. But I really thought that, like, they all in cahoots with it. Like, y'all all in cahoots. Like, this your weird ass circle. That's for y'all. Y'all can have that. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, y'all can have that. Y'all, one day, Barry walks up to me, and he asks to shake my hand again. Like, I instantly start thinking about that dude that yelled out of nowhere, don't shake his hand. Like, that's replaying in my head. And I'm wondering, like, what is up with Buddy and these handshakes? So I tell him, I'm good. Y'all, that I've never seen somebody flip so quick. Buddy got pissed off. Like, so you don't want to shake my hand? I'm good. What you mean? Like, so okay, I see how it is. Like, now you over here acting different. How? No, y'all been acting different. Let's pull up the receipts. Like, let's really get down to the nitty gritty. Y'all been acting weird. I ain't acting no type of way. I don't really know y'all like that. Like, I only been here. Like, the only reason I even stayed long enough at the Sunday Funday thing is because I was trying to get to the bottom of it. One thing about me, I'm gonna be the Sherlock Holmes. I'm trying to get down to the bottom. I really was trying to make the dots connect, but too much weird stuff was going on for me to stick around any longer. Like, I didn't want to be a part of it. Like, after I told him I don't want to shake his hand, he's pacing back and forth, bro. Buddy is pacing. Like, you could see on his face, he's pissed off. Me not wanting to shake your hand should never make you pissed off. That's why I knew, like, it was something about that handshake. Couldn't put my finger on it, but there was something about that handshake. Because what would a handshake piss you off about? Exactly. After Away was blowing up my phone, I unfollowed him on Instagram. I unedited him on Snapchat because now you just being weird. Like, weird as hell because you reaching out to me consistently. And you've never reached out to me so consistently in your life. So, yeah, like, this wasn't the first time. Like, he's done it to other people where, like, I don't know if he blows up their phone, but like he be trying to check people. Like I told y'all, when they don't go to Sunday or Monday, so it's just like, buddy, he's trying to. You don't control nothing over here. I don't know what you thought this was. Like I'm my own person. What did you talk about? I hope y'all like my pajamas. I really hope y'all have a great night though. Moral of the story: when people being weird, cut them off right away.